you know, I keep talking about looking forward and what's going on down the line. Just want to remind everyone that the People's Summit is June 17th to the 19th. People's Summit is happening at McCormick Place in Chicago. So it's a pretty sweet interview. And some of the speakers, you know, like I mentioned before, it is a joint venture between National Nurses United, Progressive Democrats of America, People for Birdie, Democratic Socialists of America. There are all these people, you know, coming together to look at how do we plan for the way forward, right? We are really rooting and pushing for a big win in this next week of primary races. But regardless of what this next week looks like, and again, ultimate positive, the best thing we need to get on the dialer, bernie.to/PB or berniesanders.com/phone bank. Hop on the dialer, get out there and do an hour a day, right? Recruit a few friends to do an hour a day. Do what you can, do what you must, but help get out that vote. So regardless of what happens, though, we're going to meet in Chicago, June 17th to the 19th for the People's Summit. Speakers include Naomi Klein, Cornel West, Roseanne DeMora, who's Executive Director of the National Nurses United, Sean King. You got Dante Barrett from Million Hoodies. There's a whole long list of summit speakers and panels, and it's really, really coming together. To beat the child of the People's Lobby, Lee Fang is going to be there. Jeff Cohn, Josh Fox. Tulsi Gabbard is going to be in the house. Like it's so many different people involved and engaging and building and organizing. It's going to be a really wonderful Linda Sarsour. I'm really excited going through the names and stuff. But it's still it's the People's Summit.org. You can just register online or whatever. Also, if you are on Facebook, look for People for Bernie on Facebook. There are travel stipends. There's some travel stipends to help offset the costs of travel and participation available. They've been raising funds to kind of help. This is not cheap. This is not easy for people to do, to just take off work and go travel someplace to be for a few days, right? So we're trying to make engagement happen and possible on so many different levels. There's also the People's Revolution that is taking place in late July, right before the convention. And speaking of the convention, Progressive Army is going to, I believe we're going to have convention coverage happening. So definitely, tune in to us during that time as well. We have some members going to the convention, as well as we should have some folks covering it on the ground as well. So there's just a lot going on. Oh, and I haven't talked as much about this before, but Grassroots Select. So Grassroots Select, you've heard me talk about brand new Congress, and that's looking at, creating a new Congress 2018, the long vision. If you're interested in more about brand new Congress, go to brandnewcongress.org. But there's another initiative I found out about more recently, Grassroots Select. Grassroots Select is but Grassroots Select is organizing now for 2016, right? They have endorsed two candidates from what I saw from the website, Alex Law and Tim Canova. I'm not sure if they're planning on endorsing anyone further. Actually, shout out to Alex Law. Alex Law just picked up two very cool newspaper endorsements the other day. So it looks like his race is going well. But Grassroots Select, it's a similar type of endeavor in terms of looking at, really building support for grassroots progressive candidates and making sure that they have people who are actively running for seats now, so providing support for those candidates now. So they're looking for volunteers. They're looking for people to join their different teams and stuff. Like, there's a lot of work to be done. And you guys can get in where you want to fit in, anywhere you can. And I know, I've looked at some of the pages and stuff. People are like, well, can all these other initiatives wait till we finish the primaries? we have to learn how to multitask. We cannot just put stuff on hold because the primaries are still going. Like, it doesn't mean that people have given up on Bernie, but we really do need to pay attention to some of these congressional and the local races as well, right? Like, we need, when Bernie wins at the convention, see, I'm using my positive big girl words, but when Bernie wins at the convention, we need to have people lined up to go into Congress. We need people lined up to go into the state houses. We need people lined up to take on these other positions and roles. That will not happen if we cannot multitask, right? We can walk and chew bubblegum at the same time. Like, we can do this.